I study the game like a tool, schooling the kids with no rules, giving out gold like a boost, calling me king like a moose. Just a young man from the land full of Africans where they try to play us for the goal right now. Leading all my people in the struggle on the bubble, trying to hustle past the fork in the road right now. All my ready for the call, all I gotta do is push the button and they gonna hold me down. Build an empire like City Bed, feeling like Didier, focus on the goal right now. Always had the beats on lock, now I got the flow on lock. To the top, pull Kendrick on the clock, that's a violence, I know shot, I ain't never on the block,
Welcome to the Sun. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
And for Blake Griffin, with the injuries to some of their key rotation players, even more pressure on their stars to carry them.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. LeBron James is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Moncrief. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Unseld in at the 5. And for the Pistons, they've got Antetokounmpo. Davis is out there with Jason Kidd. Then there's Howard. And it's West in at the 1. Now here's Stockton. Now here's LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And the Pistons with possession.
Well, the Pistons are starting to embrace the deep ball. First year under Coach Casey, they shot many more threes. Went from middle of the pack in 2018 to 6th overall last year.
Now LeBron. He kicks it to Stockton. And the threes the Pistons put up last year, Steve, a franchise record for them.
The next step is they're going to have to make them. This team is still looking for the right outside threats, but they know they want to stay a team that attacks from outside.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Nowitzki. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Moncrief. Here's Howard. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Stockton outside. Moncrief against West. They get a hand on it. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Davis missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
And take a look back at last season and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Here's Harden. Buries it down low.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Antetokounmpo over Harden. Detroit, no good that time either. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Here's Antetokounmpo. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Kept alive. And Howard with the second chance points.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. Trailing by 4. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs. Harden out there with Rose. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Weber, and it's Unseld in at the center. Interesting, Smitty, we're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now, here is Harden. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Parker outside. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. A shot by George, wide open. The rebound by the Spurs. Outside Rose. Lets it go from the wing. Excellent D there from Parker.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Now, here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Yao, the pass to Pierce. Out to Parker. Over Rose. And that one's good. Parker.
And though Parker has stretched his game out to the three-point line, he remains at heart a mid-range shooter.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Ice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Kidd. Misses from close range.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Beyond the arc, and Davis with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Davis has got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit. James with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over to the wing. Stockton from outside. Sinks the triple.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's San Antonio leading by a point. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Howard is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's West, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Kidd in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Here's Moncrief, and it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
San Antonio trailing here. And here's Moncrief. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's LeBron outside. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Unzeld, the pass to Moncrief. 1:46 left to play here in the third. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
Nowitzki outside. LeBron James on the wing. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Banked in off the glass. James has got his first bucket of the night.
That's what the offense is designed to do. Get LeBron high percentage looks.
And here's West from the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by West. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to West. Pass to Kidd. Inside. That's good from West on the assist by Kidd. West has got 4 this quarter.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's LeBron. 5 on the clock. For the tie. That shot missing. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 3. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Rose is out there with Joe Dumars. Then it's Harden, and it's Nowitzki in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Nice herky-jerky move by Derrick Rose to get into the lane and make a play.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
West against Rose. And it's West missing.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Harden inside the three-point line. And good! He nails it. And the Spurs lead by 1.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Stolen by Rose. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nope. Ooh.
That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Pass to Thompson. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Dumars. San Antonio leading by 3. Nowitzki outside. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's West. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Rose.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. A different look here for Detroit. Anthony Davis is checked in for McCain. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Thompson. And both free throws good for West.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Leonard looking around for Davis. Here's Nowitzki, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
The Spurs making a switch here. James is checked in. Stockton kicks to LeBron. High post shot. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. And the Spurs lead by 5.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
The pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to West. Shot clock at 5. Howard finds Johnny. That shot no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the Pistons with possession. It's a 5-point game. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Dirk Nowitzki.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella. I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment, money.
And here's a timeout from Greg Popovich. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now LeBron. He got it! Wow! He got it!
Man, that was unbelievable.
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Was that for real? Did I just see that?
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought I would be right here though, you know. And make a difference in me and you. You was supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be in this. And you know what I'm saying? Give all the glory to God and the hard work, but you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight from there. Where I'm at, where I go, how did I get here? Walk around with, I'm from the south, had to go grill. Remember doing shows in Mobile. Go against me in this, waking up and see the sunrise. I turned 5, I got baptized. We were living up in College Park. Midnight, heard the playing football at Far Park. Christian Park, where your mama get the fine.
Up next,
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us. Anoche. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And for Luka Doncic, and with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Thomas. Olajuwon is out there with Bird. Then it's Pippen, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And for the Lakers, Chamberlain is out there with Ewing. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Baylor, and it's Robertson in at the 1 spot. That one drops for him.
And Ewing with that size really creates a tough matchup, especially when he's attacking the offensive board.
To the inside, stolen by Ewing. Now the Lakers on the break. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Baylor. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Jordan's shot is off.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Bird. That one a little long. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, the cliche is no rebounds, no rings. And he said that's their best chance tonight. He told me if we can't rebound effectively, we'll find ourselves in a hole that we can't dig out of. That means it's all about the Windex tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. So an early focus on crashing the boards. 5 to shoot. They need this. The offensive rebound. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Over to the left wing. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Gervin. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Thomas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Here's Chamberlain, and another shot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this one.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 7. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
We've got Durant. Richmond is out there with Payton. And it's Reed. And it's Hayes in at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Dallas shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. 3-on-3. Here's Richmond, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
and the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Chris Paul. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. From deep. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Scott. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Thompson, he's checked in for Hayes.
And, you know, when you look at Byron Scott and then add in the way he plays, really a pure shooting guard in every sense.
Shots good by Durant. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Ball against Payton. Griffin down low. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lakers leading by 4. KD finds Payton. On the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a fool. Unbelievable.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now here's Payton. The 19-foot shot. And the rebound goes to Griffin. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Outside, Scott. Pass to Griffin. The kick out to Scott. Back to Griffin. Here's Irving. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
KD with it. From deep 3-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny. And that should do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Mavericks trailing. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Michael Jordan. Mutombo is out there with Bird. Then there's Thomas. And it's Olajuwon in at the center position. Gervin outside. Outside Baylor. And there's the pass to Ewing. 6 on the shot clock. Gervin against Bird. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now, here's Thomas. Olajuwon dishes to Thomas. It's good. This game is all even. Thomas got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Mavs. Robertson against Thomas. Stolen by Thomas. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. And then Thomas with the dunk.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Robertson. Dishes it to Chamberlain. Olajuwon with the block. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Mutombo outside for Jordan and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Pippen's checked in for Mutombo. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Jordan against Baylor. Olajuwon with the block. They retain possession. Pippen against Gervin. Pippen with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Well, you're trying to end the quarter the right way. It takes awareness and it takes discipline.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Jordan against Baylor. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bennett, the pass to Robertson. He kicks to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jordan laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks ahead, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thompson is out there with Robertson. Then there's Gervin, and it's Hayes in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Robertson. Passes it to Hayes. And Thompson kicks to Robertson. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Lakers.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
Here's Bird, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Gervin. It's rebounded by Dallas. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thomas passes to Pippen, and the shot goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Yeah, and Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard it down low.
Gervin against Pippen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. Ewing's checked in for the Lakers. Richmond comes in for Thompson, and both free throws good for Gervin.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Richmond against Jordan. Chamberlain with the block. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Gervin, And right through it goes.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Thomas against Richmond. Unloads from 13. It's blocked. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. It's stolen by Elijah. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 58 seconds left in the fourth. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at it. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Now here's Gervin following the miss by Michael Jordan. Here's Baylor. That one wide left.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. With the teardrop, Ewing. Baylor against Jordan. And again, the Lakers no good.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of
So why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here?
Yeah. Existing out, that's a long fly. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. I've been in game for a long time. Sets me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she dated me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold up. Sets me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she dated me at the wrong time.
Oh, we don't see nothing wrong. Over here, Jim smile. What a gym, yeah, I'm pound. BBW, where you from?
我不是不要个，也不是要个，累的是放了马力。Stick my brace, body 在环境比例，太阳在我的体力。Long time studio B， 度过了无数个 long life, still play toy, we got hits, boy, I just do my thing, that's so nice.
My purple hair like， 让所有人看放出了的歌，当冰块掉进一杯可口的可乐。Anything 说着歌的舞，冬天了妈妈。I bet her a car， got whole lot of guap. I can't get enough. Don't tell her my mom. I bet her a car. Got whole lot of guap. I can't get enough.
I've been in game for a long time. Sets me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she dated me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold up. Sets me out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she dated me at the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers here at the... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with Lauri Markkanen, compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Nash. Robinson is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And there's Bryant. And it's Ginobili in at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Drexler out there with Curry. Then it's Kareem, and it's Marc Gasol. And it's Duncan in at the 3 spot. The shot by Bryant, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now. Rivalries, they're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Outside Curry. Passes to Drexler. Knocks it loose. Kobe with the steal. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, a flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader too, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Drexler with it, picked up by Kobe. Curry with the bounce pass. Gasol's shot is good.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Here's O'Neal. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Drexler. It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Gasol. Ryan against Drexler. No good that time. Some solid defense from Bryant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Gasol kicks to Drexler. The pass to Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
No good from Shaq.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Nash. It's good from about 19 feet.
And Nash, terrific at shooting while in rhythm, effortlessly just switching between the dribble to the pull-up.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Bulls. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Havlicek is out there with Barkley. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Walton. And it's Miller in at the 2. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Petrovic. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Kuzi with the bucket. Kuzi's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Havlicek. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Count it. Good.
I'll tell you what, this is what you want from your point guard. Kuzi just knows when his guys are wide open.
Doncic passes to Havlicek. With some arc, Walton. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here's Anthony for 3. Barkley grabs the board. Chicago leading. Stolen away. Here's Kuzi. And Barkley sends it back. Here's Havlicek. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Havlicek's got his first 2 points. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Chicago also making some changes. Shaq is checked in for Walton. Barry comes in for Miller, and it's Jackson in for Doncic. And here's the fast break. Pull-up jumper. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. O'Neal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Gasol. Curry against Jackson. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Jackson. 11 seconds left here in the second. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
A massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar. Impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
And here are the Bulls now. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Kobe can't hit.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And a close game so far through the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their field goal percentage was a... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Marcus Gasol is out there with Duncan. And it's Drexler. And it's Curry. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Drexler passes to Gasol. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader. As you well know, Kevin, we actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Here's Curry. Count it from 12. Curry's got 7.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Poked away. Gasol with the steal. A 3 from Drexler. Hit the line by Indiana. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And so Duncan hits them both. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Petrovic. Indiana again missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Here's Anthony. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 8. Miller, that's for 2. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Miller's got his first points in this one.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Duncan, the pass to Petrovic. They get it again. Goes back up. Anthony trying to get open. And there's the play inside by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Nash's shot is off. Pacers trail by 8. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Anthony looking it over. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on David Robinson.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Shot's good from Barry. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Curry with it. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Barry. Havlicek is out there with Doncic. Then it's Barkley, and it's Shaq in at the center position. Curry against Doncic. Shoots over Curry, and that one hits back iron. Pacers trail by 7. Drexler right side. Stolen by Havlicek. O'Neal with it, and Drexler picking him up. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. To the paint, here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Doncic dishes to Havlicek. A putback. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
.143 left in the game. Doncic feeling it out. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Shaq. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry against Doncic. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 5. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Shaq.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just throwing them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And Indiana making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now Nash. Pass to O'Neal. And the pass to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Nash's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 7. 26 seconds left in the game. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 7-point differential.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Nash against Gasol. Now here's Nash. So it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K.
Dude. All right, dude.
He used to run with a. He used to. Now he a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash, go on a run of it. If they tryna. Now he a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash. He used to run with a. He used to. Now he a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash, flashback, digital dash. 9 times out of 10, he gon'. Let's not pretend. Look, everybody starts as a kid with a pure heart. Then they turn to him. Papa, mama, all the know is traumatized, freedom jeopardized. He just wanna win. What's a smile when you? He ain't tryna go in. 5 years later, all that is just a flashback. Digital dash. He used to run with a. He used to. Now he a good boy. Used to be flashback, digital dash, go on a run if it's. If they tryna. Now we a.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Certainly one of the most beautiful structures and the most historic. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Garnett out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Hill. Then there's Frazier. And it's Cowens in at the center filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Mirovic. Russell is out there with Malone. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Here's McGrady. And he dunks it down.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Mirovic against Hill. Pulls up, high post. Maravich, good. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
From about 19 feet, Philadelphia with a new shot clock. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And Malone, he is huge at that forward position. Just a muscular phenomenon who just wrecks the opposition in the paint.
McGrady outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Malone. The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Free throw good, McGrady. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Hill. And McGrady drops them both. The 76ers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Maravich, the pass to Butler. To the middle. Johnson inside. Frazier covering. Johnson, good.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Out to Wade. And Garnett has it in the corner. Money from the wing.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Johnson dishes to Russell. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Wade. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clank it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Moses Malone. Frazier is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's English in at the 3. Passes it to Parrish. Over Gilmore. It's blocked. Here's English. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's stolen by Carter. 3 on 3. 20 feet out. McAdoo.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's English, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
As efficient a scorer as you'll find. English is just as effective in transition as he is in the half court. That's one of the things you have to admire about it.
Outside Carter. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's English. That one doesn't drop. And Philadelphia the other way now. Hardaway finds Carter. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Parrish. And here's Carter. He's covered by Malone. Wade against Carter. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. And the shot is long. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wade surveying the D. The 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Parrish has got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
And the Chief making his presence felt on that offensive backboard. Doesn't look like he's outworking you until you see the ball drop through the net.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
To the inside. Back to Hardaway. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Johnson, that's for 2. Beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 70.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Oh.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that.
Johnson is out there with Maravich. And it's Perron Butler. And there's Malone. And it's Russell in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now, here is Maravich. Oh, Russell in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
Here's Garnett. Malone with the block. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And it's denied. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Second shot opportunity. Here's Garnett. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Trailblazers trail by 5. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. A free throw good from Kevin Garnett. Wade, he's checked in for Portland. That one misses. The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Maravich. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. McGrady against Butler. The pass to Wade. Garnett outside. Passes it to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Wade outside for 3. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Parrish, he's checked in for Russell. Carter comes in for Caron Butler. Hardaway is subbed in for Maravich. Wade on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 2-point 76ers lead.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Hardaway for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers on top. They lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hill is out there with Garnett. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Cowens in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 4. Here's Carter. Garnett with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Portland making a change here. Frazier's checked in. Walt Frazier. Trailblazers trail by 5. Garnett outside. Here's Cowens. Second chance effort. Garnett trying to break loose. Outside Hardaway. A floater. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Frazier. And the Trailblazers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. To the paint, the kick out to Hill. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Russell, he's checked in for McAdoo. Butler comes in for James Worthy. Maravich, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Johnson in for Hardaway. Johnson, the pass to Maravich. Six to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Garnett. Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. And the 76ers making a change here. Malone's checked in. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Malone against Frazier. McGrady outside. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
1:12 left to play here in the fourth. And the layup falls. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Frazier against Johnson. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. .54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Pete Maravich.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, that quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special when he's driving the basketball. It's also his mindset. Now, no one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Down low, Malone with the steal, and that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Now Young. So the 76ers win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
something.